welcome back to another edition of JD's YouTube. Today, top 8 is the top 8 villains of the Marvel comic universe, or cinematic, it don't matter. Let me know if doing the green screen is better, or if you prefer to not see my face at all and just have pictures. Let me know in the comment section down below, or on any way you can get a hold of me. With that being said, let's jump into the list. Number 8 is Apocalypse. The movie did not do him justification. The X-Men animated series did. He was good, really good in that. He is from ancient Egypt. He finds an alien spacecraft with alien technology. He fuses it in to himself. He uses alien technology and mutant powers. He transfers his conscience to a new host every zillion years, something like that. His powers are cool. He's a really big, strong bad guy, and I can't wait that Disney has the rights to almost all the characters, that we can use Apocalypse and the Avengers, and the X-Men, and we can do it right. So he comes in at number 8. Number 7 is Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is known for being the bad guy for the Fantastic Four. He also is a pain in Iron Man's side. He is a wealthy dictator. You can call him a dictator. He thinks that what he does for his people is what is the best course of action for his people. So sometimes you can sympathize with him. Other times he's just a straight up dictator. His I don't know if you call it a suit, but it's awesome. I mean, he runs around with a green cape. Like, yeah, that says you're boss when you run around with a cape. So, Doctor Doom at number 7. Oh, and the movies did not even come close to doing him any justifications either. Number 6 is the Red Skull. He is Captain America's first and one of his best villains. The Red Skull believes in Hydra. He believes in mixing science with magic. He believes in doing all these different things. He is like Hitler in comic book form. And I think that this the skull, him actually having a red skull, was awesome. I didn't know while watching the first Avengers, the Captain America movie, if they were going to do that or if they were going to change it. They did that right. Left it comic book friendly. So, Red Skull at number 6. Number 5 is Magneto. He's a good guy sometimes and a bad guy. He's a good guy when it justifies when it helps him do what he's doing. He believes that we should eradicate all the humans and that mutants should rule. That mutants are superior. The first X-Men movie did a really good job with Magneto. Showing, and then, I don't know, he's kind of iffy in the movies. Like, the first 2 movies are fantastic. First 2 X-Men movies. I do like him in X-Men New Class and Outward. They're probably going to, I mean, as a big character, they're going to have to replace him in the, when the Marvel takes over. But he has magnetism. He can attract metal. And again, your boss if you wear a cape. He also, pointing at my head like you can see. I also made the helmet so Charles Xavier or any other psychics couldn't get into his head. So, Magneto, number 5. One of my favorite types of villains is a chaotic villain. So, Green Goblin, the Norman Osborn Green Goblin, not only does he have the smarts of Norman Osborn, but he is just nuts, bat, crap, crazy. And he has a big problem with Spider-Man. One of Spider-Man's, if not Spider-Man's greatest villain. It's just awesome. The technology he makes, the glider he rides on, throwing pumpkin bombs, green and orange. I thought that was really cool as a kid watching him on Spider-Man the Animated Series. So, he's at number 4. Number 3 is the Kingpin. The Kingpin was good in the Netflix Marvel superhero shows. That was portrayed really, really well. Good job. I was really iffy about the Kingpin. He was one of my favorite bad guys in Spider-Man, the animated series. He is just, Wilson Fisk is just a genius. That intellect is, again, is that thing. Genius is, there's a thin line between genius and crazy. And he was super strong. If you haven't seen the newest version of the Kingpin, it is in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is a fantastic animated movie. And he is once again portrayed as a really, really good bad guy. So, Kingpin. Number 2 is Thanos. Thanos. Watch his development coming in and saying peekaboo, I'm here at the end credits, and then just watching him in that fight with both sets of teams of Avengers, and then watching him in this newer movie. I'm not spoiling anything, but it's just good. I really like him, and I like his character anyways, because in the comic books all this happened. He is also greatly tied into Deadpool. It is because him and Deadpool's infatuation. Well, first of all, Thanos killed half the population in the comic books because he wanted to impress Lady Death. So there's a weird love triangle thing going on between Lady Death, Deadpool, and he was so jealous that he cursed Deadpool with immortality. So, that I think is really freaking awesome. And that's why he comes at number 2. In at number 1 is Loki. Tom Hiddleston's portrayal of Loki is the coolest villain I have ever seen, ever. One of them. He, in the comic book, is the reason why they need the Avengers in the first place. I think they should have went with that. That would have been cool. Brainwashing Hulk in the comic books. But his portrayal is just so cool. It's so believable. In this, I'm a good guy, I'm a bad guy, I'm a good guy. This back and forth. And I'm really interested in what the TV show is going to do and what they're going to do from here on out with Loki. And again, Kate. Wow, with that being said, this has been another episode of Top 8 on JD's YouTube. That being said, much love. JD out.